All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant, hey!
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try. And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Let's go.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Bengals 0.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ingram again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
On the
6
bubble.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill.
80 weapon.
Kill.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. If they keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
No. Off.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
They'll run again with Love on first down.
Here we go.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Running right, Portis. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it here with Portis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Brings up second and 9 at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get in them holes. Check.
Here's Portis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Right, 51. Exit. Back.
Now a carry for Portis. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They toss to Ingram. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Undercrunch.
A run with Portis. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. Get him. Get him. Get him. Go. Motion. Right here. Go. Mike 51. Watch the curve.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. It's Johnson. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Number 10. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Bengals 7.
Ready? 60 or.
Check pass. Check.
General West. Smooth.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check Mike 21. Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on.
Now.
Back to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
18 Gator.
I smell fear in that offense. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They hand it off to Portis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the give, here's Portis. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bengals
Let's go,
for 1st and 10 at the Redskins' 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Check my 21. Here we go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Go. Go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stuff.
Look. Squeeze. Watch. Hey, Sam off.
Check hot route.
Blue draw Corker. Watch the shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike.
They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matt Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kick. Was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that half. Wall.
Greystone, Travis. Go.
On 2nd down, Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
That's it, baby. We got to
at their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It's 2nd and inches at the 22.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down, Haskins slings this deep from the... It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Check safety.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll run on third down with Portis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They'll start the drive with Love here. Spins past him, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 5. He gets this one to Boyd. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
15 line. 15 line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
You go tight. You got X3. 218, chop it. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Crunch. Slam. Check.
This is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, Delta. Bam.
59. I'm scared. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's 2nd down.
Back now at FedEx Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Five.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Those strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
30 base.
Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Bravo. Snap.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Just like that.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Hey, let's get off the field, G.
Now they try the right side here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip.
80 weapons. Ready.
He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
High 7.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
I got it. Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Hit it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cincinnati, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, hut, and read.
Double time, double time. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day, all day.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Watch 17, watch 17. 3. We got it.
A loss of 7 yards.
Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. Trip. You got trip, you got 3.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. We're gonna shut you down. Yellow. Let's go, 80.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Definitely belong.
By number 34. He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 23-yard line.
Fight on these two. That's a long way.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
Number 34 on the carry. Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go, 80.
50, Mike, 50.
15.
You ain't got nothing. Trouble. Kill.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Right. Fight! 380! Pull up for signal. Bang, bang! Start!
We got this. Down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Fight! 280! Joker, joker! Joker, joker! Start!
Number 24, Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Get out of here! Let's
The
go!
tackle
Let's
made
go!
by Ronnie
Let's go!
Lott.
All day, baby! All
A
day!
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Fight! 250!
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, alert! Fight!
Wilson's pass complete
Let's
to
go!
number
Let's go!
81.
Let's go!
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Fight! 280!
Check three!
Single, slot.
380! Start!
Wilson's
Let's
pass
go, boys! Let's go!
complete to number 29. A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first
Fight!
down.
350!
Watch time! Tight here!
Let's go! 4 down!
4 down!
Good job right there.
Alert! Come on!
Fight!
Wilson's pass complete to
Fight!
Nico Hartman.
14!
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Friday!
The Chiefs' 24-yard line.
380!
Wilson's pass
Let's go!
complete to Nico Hartman. First and goal at the
Fight!
9-yard line.
280!
Tight and left!
Hey,
Fight!
got 4 down.
Wilson's pass complete to number 29. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fight! 380!
Tight on this side, boys! Tight on the left! Tight on the left! Move!
280! Fight!
Check!
Nick Chubb, the
Fight!
ball
190!
carrier.
Go!
Frank Clark there on the
Hey,
stop.
4 down.
380!
Wilson's pass complete
That's
to
it,
Zach
baby.
Ertz.
That's it.
A gain of 5 yards leads to 4th down and goal. Adam Vinatieri on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Saints 3, Chiefs nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. Let's go, 25-yard line.
Yellow! Signal on 80! Hey, 57!
He's crashing! He's checking crash!
Yellow!
Sponge!
Attack!
Go!
The first down pass. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Mike.
Yellow. Argo Blue 80.
55. What we got? What we got? What we
Red. Hero 15.
Scene 6.
Attack.
Let's go, fellas.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Check 55.
First and 10 at
We
the
own
18-yard line.
We own them.
Check 9, check 9.
Attack, attack. Yellow.
Kill, kill, kill. Greystone travel. Greystone travel.
Attack.
The ball carried by number 54. That's the end of the first quarter. Total score, Saints 3, Chiefs nothing.
Yellow. Argo 80.
No chance.
Switch, switch.
Color. Attack.
Mahomes pass
Last stop.
complete to
Last
number
stop.
34. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Yellow. 180.
55, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Attack.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The extra point is good. Makes the score Chiefs 7, Saints 3. Nicole Hartman on the
We
return.
played to win.
The Saints
Let's
take over
go.
first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Cut. 380.
Got it. Rush in. Rush in. Check.
Good cut.
Get there.
Number 24,
What?
Nick
Go ahead
Chubb,
in.
the ball carrier.
Right there.
He's brought down at the
Damn, baby.
37-yard line.
Nice.
Wilson's pass.
Here we go.
Complete to Nick Chubb. A gain of 9 yards. First down,
Cut. Booster
Saints.
team.
Strong right.
Cut.
Wilson's pass, intended for Randy Moss, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Cut. 280. Hold up a second. 280.
Nick
Cut.
Chubb
315. Bang out. Bam.
on the stop. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. The pass
Come on, fellas.
3rd down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Cut. Booster team.
Two times. We got three.
380.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
The kick
280.
Watch the pass.
Wilson's pass.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here we go. 29. I got 29. Tap.
Wilson's pass. Complete
There we go.
to number 29. A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
Flying 90.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Number 29, the ball carrier. Chris Jones on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
25.
The Chiefs.